Hey Toys and Collectible fans, this is Fly Guy for TekSushi.com giving you another HD widescreen review of Storm Shadow G.I. Joe Pursuit of Cobra. It is an older figure again, one from I think 2008, 2007, which feels like 5 minutes ago, but I may be wrong, but it's certainly, this is a pretty recent figure anyway, and a very, very cool Storm Shadow, one which I've put off buying for a long time, but I'll show you more about this figure in just a second. There's a little bit of blurb on the figure, talking about his weapons and whatnot. That's ripped off from the back of the actual card itself. I bought this one shopping, as usual, at DorksideToys.com, who have loads and loads of Joes, and could not resist this guy. I thought, why have I never bought this Joe? This guy is off the charts. He's absolutely jam-packed. He could not get any more weapons, otherwise he would need a pickup truck. It's insane. Check this stuff out. Look at it. It's just insane. Ninja stars pinned onto his belt, all these swords in the back, this chain. It's crazy. So let's get a look at this bits and pieces first of all the weapons and whatnot first, and then we'll go through it. So this is some kind of crazy ass nunchucky kind of thing. I don't know what you would do with this, but it's not going to be a nice thing anyway. Wow. Real kind of chain on this thing, so it just makes it even more authentic and realistic. Great looking thing to pose with if you want to. Lots of great poses you can get out of this figure, and that's the beauty, is it comes with so many weapons that really the posability on this guy is limitless. I'll take off the stand. There we go, Cobra Storm Shadow stand, a couple of pegs, usual stuff. I think it does say 2007, but I think this was 2008 this was out. But just insane amount of detail, so hopefully you can see that if you're watching this in high def. There's just so much going on. All the detail around the kind of skirts and the fabric around this guy, it's just crazy, absolutely crazy. Bit of a kit bash in some ways. It's using some bottom elements from the movie line, the first movie line of G.I. Joe Cobra. This camera's going very, very white on me there. You can barely see some of this detail, but it's just slightly off-white, a kind of slight cream colour. But two swords, there's 6 swords in this pack, but just to get these two out of the way, let's get a look at them. So there's 2 of those swords which he's got in his hand. There's shorter swords, and in his backpack you can see this intricate way, and I'm going to take these out first of all, because they fall off. There's 2 kind of Wolverine-like claws. You can see them there if I hold them a little better. So you can hold those if you would like them to, and again that gives you yet another pose. So you can garrote or slash somebody if you want to, but they're pretty mean looking things, very metallic looking, especially when they add a little bit of black paint to the handle grips and even the knuckle joints you can see on there. Tons of detail. So on the backpack, getting back to these swords, you'll see there is 4 swords with this guy. Can he have any more? So it's just insane. And the cool thing is you'll see 2 of them have peg holes on the end, which allows you to, let me just try and put this together, and on one end, male and female joints, and you should be able to then double sword. So basically a kind of Darth Maul-like blade for this guy. Just how cool is that? This is a 3 3/4 inch figure, people. This is like off the charts for me. So a really, really cool figure. Lots of ways you can slice and dice your weapons into that, but it's just beautifully done. The backpack does come off, as you'll see there, just a plug point onto the back. But even on the back of this thing, the detail around the gilting around the edges, that kind of gold detail there, it's just beautiful. Really, really well done by Hasbro. Excuse me, I'm going to give you a real close-up here on the face, mega close-up, and you'll see it's almost a kind of ornate like jewellery that he's got around him, which can be taken off, and you can just have his chest showing there, for all of those of you that want that. But great gauntlets as well, all the detail on the fibres of his clothes, weathering is applied to this. But if I take this head off slowly, you'll see this piece here does come off, so it allows you to remove that if that's not your bag. It's kind of like desert garb or something basically he's got. But if we then put the head back on, he still looks fantastic. Still looks really, really cool. So he's got a couple of slash marks across his chest, but great looking skirt piece on him. Again, you can remove that if you want. It's a little bit tricky to get on and off, so I'm not going to take that off underneath, but rest assured it's a fairly standard and generic figure underneath. There's nothing to write home about in terms of hidden bits and pieces underneath, so it's still really nicely done. The material's really good. You'll also see those nunchuck stars are basically pinned on. You can take them off. If I try with my big fingers here to take them off, there you go, there's one off there. So little peg points on there allow you to clip them on. Just fantastic. It's just such a nice touch that Hasbro have done there. So in terms of articulation on this guy, he's got a ball jointed head, you just saw me remove. You can see underneath the arms he's got a ball joint with a hinge on the shoulders, on the elbows, and we've got swivel wrists on him as well. He's got a swivel upper torso, and I don't think we have a swivel waist. No, we do not, because it's the upper torso that's the only one moving. We've got ball jointed hinge with the legs. Those pins are back. The double joint on the knees, and we do get articulated joints on the ankles. So a little bit limited in movement forwards just because of the way the trouser leg is done. But other than that, it's just, what a great figure. What a great figure, and one I never picked up before. And Dorkside Toys still has some stock of these. They're G.I. Joe fans, just like you and I. They're nuts on G.I. Joe, and I think this is why when they saw this figure, they bought tons and tons of stock from Hasbro. And this is, I think, why they still have some. So rest assured, this is not one you want to miss on. And it's so cheap. I think it was like $8 or $9. It was like well under $10 anyway, so go and check it out. Ridiculously cheap. G.I. Joe, Pursuit of Cobra, Storm Shadow, and he's just insane. The amount of weapons this guy comes with is worth it alone, even to equip some of your other G.I. Joes. So, hope you liked it. Let us know what you think. Comments below or on facebook.com/TekSushi, and we'll see you for more reviews and one more Joe coming up after this as well. Cheers.